In this video, I'm going to give you the 5 reasons why you should start selling solar over the phone as opposed to any other way of selling. Welcome back to another solar video on the channel. My name is Ivan and I help people start and grow profitable sales orgs selling solar over the phone and being location independent. If you're brand new to the channel and you haven't subscribed, make sure you do by clicking the link down below. And if you like the content of this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I still get a lot of people that ask me, hey, is it better to sell over the phone as opposed to, for example, Zoom, or if I use any sort of Google Hangout, or in a way that I'll have my little presentation and that's how I'm gonna pitch it to the homeowner, right? Is it better? I'm gonna give you my personal experience. I've said that in other videos in the past, but a lot of times we need to be reminded more than we need to be taught. I'm gonna remind you of something. I've actually handpicked 5 reasons why I think it's better to sell over the phone as opposed to if you were doing it, for example, on the Zoom call. I'm not even gonna go to the in-home consultation. Again, nothing wrong with any of the other ways of selling. I just prefer selling over the phone because it's easier, and that's what we're gonna talk about in this video, exactly why it's easier. So reason number 1 is you can be location independent. You can be in the US or outside the US. You can be in Puerto Rico, you can be in Mexico, it doesn't matter, right? As long as you have a telephone and a computer, you can sell from anywhere. The United States being a great market to sell solar in, because right now it's the golden age of solar, you can capitalize on the fact that this is happening in the United States. Like for example, if you were in Australia, it is much different now. There's been a lot of solar way before there was in the United States. That's why you can capitalize on the opportunity right now as long as it lasts. The first thing is being location independent. For example, if you're in Alaska, right, and maybe that's a great state for solar, I don't know, I've never sold in Alaska, right? But if you live in Alaska, that doesn't stop you to sell in New Jersey or Maryland or California or Nevada. It doesn't matter. You can be anywhere. Okay? I've always been a fan of a business where I don't have to be confined by my physical location. I could be anywhere in the world. And I like it because I could be with my family, I can be on a holiday and still be doing work. You know, I don't have to be in the physical location in an office somewhere, right? I can be anywhere I want. And that just appealed to me right from the get-go. And I was like, this is what I want to do. If you want to live location independent, this is the thing for you. You need to start selling over the phone. A lot of people say, can you make a lot of money selling solar? Well, we're gonna get to that. Yes, you can. So bottom line, if you want location independence, then selling over the phone is your thing. Number 2, you have a differentiation point for recruiting. So it's better for recruiting. And this one's a little bit different, but if you're trying to build any type of sales organization, you're gonna need to be different so people can see the opportunities. When they compare apples to apples, they clearly see that yours is better because of X, Y, and Z. And one of the things that's gonna make you better is exactly that. They can be in Iowa, they can be in Alaska, you know, the people that you're hiring. For one, you can pay them out less percentage. That'd be still a great commission for where you live, for example. Another thing is that location independence. They don't have to relocate, they don't have to move states. They can continue to live where they are, and that helps a lot when reps are comparing the possibilities. And the possibilities are huge when you're able to do it from anywhere. So differentiation point for recruiting for me, it's a big one. And sometimes it's not just about money, it's also about freedom. And if you're able to provide that type of freedom to your reps, they're gonna love you for it, and they're probably gonna be sending you other good reps for interview. So again, if you're out there trying to recruit people for your sales team, this will make it a much, much bigger and better opportunity than everything else in the marketplace. And number 3, better markets. And what do I mean by that? Well, if you live in a state where the market isn't as great, there's almost always better opportunities if you were to seek them out outside of where you live and outside of your state, okay? So being able to sell over the phone will allow you to tap into those markets very, very easily. And actually, I call these markets low-hanging fruit states because competition may be lower and the opportunity to make more money is a lot higher. So I would want to be targeting something that is a low-hanging fruit as opposed to somewhere where there's a bloodbath of like people trying to undercut everyone. And in that situation, it just becomes a race to the bottom of price. And you don't want to be a part of that race because it's not pretty. Number 4, The fourth reason why I believe selling over the phone is better is because there's less, what I like to call, friction for the homeowner. What do I mean? They don't have to know how to join a Zoom call. Believe it or not, some of your prospects will not be able to join a Zoom call, and because of that, you will lose not only a sale, but you won't even get to talk to the customer, right? And that's a wasted opportunity. So that happened to us, and I realized that we were leaving a lot of money on the table. And so I was like, okay, we need to cut that operation real quick and focus on something different. And we tried it out and it worked all right, but it's just, I realized that there's a much better and more efficient way of doing things. And I realized that that was over the phone. And the reason for it, because you can convey your point when you're selling over the phone, and it doesn't have to be a Zoom call. What I've also realized is sometimes when you're selling on a Zoom call and you have your little bubble presentation, you're just not focused entirely on the customer. All you're doing is you're pretty much going through your presentation and making sure like everything adds up, and you're not paying attention so much to the homeowner, and it becomes a situation where you just, let me just, tell you what it is, and then you're gonna decide, right? As opposed to just going back and forth, having a genuine conversation, answering their questions, and actually having a conversation. A lot of the times I've noticed that when reps sell over Zoom, very like, okay, let me pay attention to my presentation, and they're not actually paying that much attention to the homeowner, the prospect, which is what they should be paying attention to. But they're not, because they want to make sure that it's, they're following the presentation, they're not missing slides and all that kind of stuff. And trust me, you don't want to be in that situation where you're wondering if they're following what you're saying or actually got distracted because they got bored. Okay, it is much easier, less friction. All they got to do is just answer the phone. They don't have to be a techie. They don't have to know how to join Zoom or any other way that you're using. Less friction is always better. And selling over the phone gives you exactly that. And selling over the phone, actually thinking about the homeowner and having them in mind a lot more than yourself. Okay, you're not gonna miss a point. If you have a great script that goes over everything, and if you know how to build value, because a lot of people don't. By the way, if you want to learn how to do that, I have a free special training down below. If you want to learn exactly how to sell over the phone and start your own business and become a solar boss, then click the link in the description. It will be the first link. Check it out, free training, super awesome. It will blow your mind. Now, last but not least, reason number 5, you are able to make more money. And the reason for it is because when you're selling over the phone, you can choose any state, any market that you want to tap into. There's markets where the opportunity is bigger. There's markets where you can literally make more money, less competition, faster install times, and all that good stuff. Being able to make more money is crucial because you want to be able to pay out your people what they're worth, and you also want to be able to invest a lot of that money that you get from a deal back into marketing so you can scale a lot quicker. The profitability is just a lot better than if you're trying to be in the bloody waters where everyone's competing on price, and that's not the way to make money in solar. The reason why we're all in solar is because we care about the way we make our money, but also want to help the homeowner, and that's what we're in it, okay? So, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. If you have anyone that needs to learn about all of this, everything that I'm talking about, refer them to the channel, okay? You don't have to post on social media. That's why I make these videos free, and I just want more people to know about how to do this. It's not difficult. Our industry is behind, and I want to change that. So once again, if you want to learn how to start and grow your very own solar sales org selling over the phone, build up your team, get as many leads you possibly can handle, and build a model where it's completely location independent and you can make the most amount of money possible, check out the first link in the description. Also, if you have any questions about generating solar leads or solar appointments, check out one of the links in the description below and schedule a call with my team. They'll answer all your questions. They'll tell you whether or not we can actually work together and whether we're even a good fit, okay? So appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.